In this video, I'm going to share with you how to get grants through banks, and I'm also going to share with you 5 banks that give grants. Let's get started. Hey everyone, I'm Rinde from AskRinde, and welcome to the #1 community for real estate, income, and credit. So if you'd like to know more about banks that give grants and how you can get them, make sure you watch the video to the end and leave a comment below if you need help with anything. Banks are not just where you keep your money and you're checking your savings account. They're also a very good resource for many things, including real estate notes, rent-to-own properties, and grants. In fact, many banks have grant programs and an annual charitable giving budget approved by their board of directors, and they give out millions annually, some more than others. So banks are a great source to find grants even if you don't have an account with them. So most banks, whether local, regional, or national, have various divisions within the bank, and some have a mortgage division and a lending department where they actually lend money to borrowers looking to buy a home. Now, it's important to note that there are 2 ways that banks give out grants and disperse funds. Number 1, to individuals, and number 2, to community organizations, specifically 501c3 organization. Most times when you see a bank give out a grant to an individual, it's through their mortgage division in the form of a down payment assistance program, such as what we saw with the Bank of America $17,500 bank down payment assistance program that everyone was talking about. Oftentimes, the other grants are given out to a community organization that is specifically a 501c3 nonprofit organization. So as I've shared previously here on my channel regarding the flow of grants, those grants go to that community organization, and that community organization then flows it on to the individuals. That's just the way things work. And oftentimes when the banks actually are opening up their program, they have different various criteria. Some may be invite only, some may be asking for a letter of intent or LOI, and others may have different criteria that they want the community organization that's going to be receiving the funds to comply with. So that's the flow of grants when it comes to flowing through banks. On the one hand, you're going to have them flow directly to the individual, most likely to a down payment assistance program, and the majority of the other grants are going to go to a community organization to then flow on to individuals from there. So these are 5 banks that give grants. Number 1, Chase Bank. So Chase has a $5,000 grant program that's aimed at helping families buy homes. This is through their Dreammaker mortgage program, and is aimed at helping Black and Latino families basically revitalize and expand within their community. It's got a 5-year plan attached to this, and they're looking to be able to spend $30 billion to be able to spread throughout the Black and Latino community to help them get home ownership, stabilize and revitalize their community. Number 2, Truist Bank. So Truist Bank has 3 grant cycles per year, and they focus on thriving communities and also economic mobility. You can get more information by going to truist.com. Number 3, Umpqua Bank. So Umpqua Bank, through its charitable foundation, is a very generous bank. In fact, they give out over 200 grants annually, and these grants range from everything from $3,000 to $10,000 per grant. The great thing about these grants is that these grants are for individuals and also families that are in need. So they have a deadline of September 3rd coming up where you can actually apply for the grants. I'm also going to leave a link in the description below where you can actually get their information. Number 4, Nationwide Bank. So Nationwide Bank gives grants to community organizations for personal and family empowerment. They're really big on seeing families being empowered and basically becoming productive members of society, and also evolving through the process of having income opportunities where they may have not had income opportunities in other circumstances. So their grant window is currently open to September 1st, with the exception of agriculture, which is by invite only. Number 5, Citigroup. So Citigroup is probably one of the largest grant giving banks in the entire world, with grants spanning multiple industries in multiple countries all around the world. This bank gives out millions of dollars annually to a city foundation, and just last year alone gave out hundreds of grants, with grant amounts spanning from $65,000 all the way up to $2.5 million. They also have hundreds of grant programs where they support different initiatives for individuals and families all around the country. So the one key to note here if you're getting grants from banks and also credit unions is that you need to be aware of the community organizations that are going to be receiving these grants in order to be able to get those grants to you. With the exception of down payment assistance, most banks and credit unions actually give their grants and their awards directly to community organizations for distribution. So we've actually included our top community organizations that you need to be aware of to have the best chance to receive these grants. And we've included those in our resource area. You can just simply go to our website, AskRinde.com, and go to our resource area, and we've listed these community organizations that you can contact to be able to have the best chance to be able to receive the grants that are flowing through from the banks. So as I've shared many times, with getting grants, it's simply about positioning. You can get hundreds of grants a year, dozens of grants a year. You just need to know how to position yourself. It's that simple. So I look forward to seeing you inside the resource area. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. You can also email me. My email address is askrindenetwork@gmail.com. I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. And until next time, thank you so much for watching.